here and I always try to sing and I'm always just done for vocally wise. But hey, it has been a while since I have seen y'all and I am so excited to be talking to y'all. Yay! So I had to come on here and vlog and whatnot. My contact is bothering me. Hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm back like I never left. Yes, I did. I had to change contacts, which I felt like I needed to do anyway, based off how my contacts felt yesterday. I'm really bad at making sure I take my contacts out when they need to be taken out. I need to do a much better job. I came on here to talk to you all because it has been a minute since the last time that we talked. So the last time that we talked, I was definitely coming off of a high from the Woman Evolve conference, and it just so happened that a 5-day fast was laid upon me. And I decided to go ahead and do that fast. And I wanted it to be like a private fast. I didn't want to talk about it on the vlog. I didn't want to tell anybody about it. Just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I just kind of wanted to be just really private, secure, and just something for me. And of course, you know, if something came out of the fast, I would share it with people. But as I was going through the process, I wanted to keep it private. And so throughout those days, I was not fasting because what I was primarily doing was focusing in on God. So it's Friday. The fast is, I guess it's officially over because we were fasting from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. and at 5 we could actually eat. So it's 5:41. So technically the fast is over. It has been an amazing fast, but with that being said, why did I tell them all that? I told y'all all of that because I chose not to vlog during my fast. And so now that I'm off my fast, I can vlog for you guys, and I'm so excited. I'll tell y'all again. So this weekend is going to be a very busy weekend, and this Friday night is starting off the very long weekend. So right now, currently, I'm headed to my aunt's house so I can take down her hair. And then also she's going to get me and Carter some sushi. So I am headed right now to go pick the sushi up, and then I'll be headed to her house to take her hair down. But then tomorrow we have to take Aiden to a football game. We have to take him to his football game, but it's in a town about 40 minutes away from us. There was a death in his mom's family, and so his mom and dad are going to the funeral. And so he asked someone to take Aiden to the game. My aunt said she would take him. I volunteered to drive because I was going to go to the game anyway, but I didn't want to be the one to volunteer to take him because I don't know nothing about football. So like when I get there, you want me to put his jersey on. I don't know how to put that. Like I don't know where knee pads go, but my aunt, she knows all that stuff. So I was like, I'll drive. So that's what we're doing tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, my cousin and his wife are having an anniversary party, and it's going to be at our house, and it's going to be a game night. And then sometime within that, either Saturday or Sunday, I need to find time to film the podcast anniversary episode. It has officially been another year of podcasting. Not solo podcasting, just the podcast being a thing. It has officially been another year, and God has given me a great word for that. But one thing I noticed, like while I was on my fast, I did not have the energy needed to like overexert myself, if that makes sense. Like normally, like, because I got the word already, I would have just like filmed in between work, but I could not like bring myself to do it. But anyway, digressing. So I need to film that, and then Sunday is just regular church. I try my best not to do things on Sundays, but you never know. You never know what is going to happen. I feel like Sunday is gonna have to be like a recuperation day for me or something like that, because Aiden is gonna spend the night, but I didn't think to ask was he gonna spend the night until I was getting ready to leave. So I had already left my house, and when I asked my cousin, I was like, hey, does Aiden need to spend the night? So I'm pretty sure he's not ready. I don't have time to wait on him because I already ordered the food. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on, but we gonna make it. I got 70 miles in my tank. But we gonna make it, okay? We gonna make it through this thing. I've been sitting here going back and forth on if I want to stop up here at the gas station. I'm not dressed to get out. Like, I'm literally dressed to go in the house, do hair, and come back home. But yeah. Oh, and not to mention, tomorrow is gonna start super early because Aiden game starts at 10, but we have to be at the park at 8:30. Remember when I told you the town was like 40 minutes away? So we're gonna have to leave the house super duper early. But yeah, fun time. I hate my car sometimes. It did that because it thought I was driving too fast because the car in front of me was stopping. So it was trying to stop me, but it scares you half to death. Anyway, fun times, y'all. Fun times. This is just like after the whole weekend of coming back from the One Mini Evolve conference. I just want like one weekend where I can just like chillax. But maybe next weekend, who knows? I don't know if it's gonna be next weekend because I think that's my cousin's birthday party. Not the empty tank popping up. You did not have to do that to me, car. All right, y'all, but that's all that I have to say right now. I'm not gonna sit here and talk to y'all the whole time I drive to my cousin's house. I guess I'll come back on here when I'm picking up my food that we're gonna eat tonight, and I will chit chat with you all a little bit later. But y'all be prepared for this chaotic and hectic family experiencing weekend. With that being said, ciao. Very completely energy than yesterday because I'm tired. It is 6:55 and the goal is to leave the house at 7:40. What are you doing? It's my fit. My merch from the conference. And I just pulled my hair back, but I'm gonna lay it down. Just for now, I'll hold it back. I need to get my purse. My little purse.
What? Was the shit back in the car?
That sound's missing.
Oh, okay.
Alright, give me your eyes, man. Give me your eyes. Hey, look. Hey, first game against an 8, you 26-9. Clap it up for yourself. I'm gonna break down. Break down!
They did not gain 1 yard.
Good job.
All right, clap it up.
Good job, dude.
Clap it up. Hey, not to take any away. Hey, bro, y'all guys did great, but hey, defense, man, excellent. Hey, proud of y'all.
Hey, we love y'all, man. We're gonna go family on 3, family on me. 1, 2, 3, family. Hey, get a whoop, whoop on 3. 1, 2, 3, whoop.
So the game is over. We made it back home. It's 1:42. Going to get my mama and Aiden something to eat. I left my sunglasses in the car at the game.
Mama car.
No, I left him in my car.
Oh,
We
you
rode
went the whole
Greg car.
time? Oh,
Yep.
we need another pair because when I got in my car, like, how they drove their car, I meant to get my shades. I'm gonna order me a pair when I
Probably a good thing, because then I would have had some ugly tan on my face.
He sure know it look great.
Had to wear makeup all the time. Hey, y'all. Oh, hold on, let me bring y'all up a little bit. Hey, y'all. Today I said that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today is Sunday. I normally don't record on Sundays, but the way this vlog has gone from Friday to Saturday, I did not get good vlog footage. So I was like, I gotta add another day. I gotta get some entertainment some kind of way, or some kind of resolve, or some kind of mission accomplished in this vlog. Aiden ended up getting sick after the game, so we were kind of focused on making sure he was okay. His head was hurting and his stomach was hurting, so I didn't really like get the vlog camera out. And then when he started feeling a little better, we went and got him some McDonald's, but then it started hurting again. And then I took a nap because it was very, very hot out there. I got sunburned, like I told y'all. And I was trying to get some energy for the party that was going to happen last night. So I did that, and I woke up and I watched a movie, and then the party started. And it wasn't my party. I didn't know if they wanted to like vlog or anything. And we didn't play as many games as I thought we were going to play. Like if we played like a lot of games, I would have just set the camera down and recorded the whole game process. But there was like football playing in the background at one point. There was loud talking about football. Y'all know it's fall football in the South. Y'all know how the SEC people be. So it was a lot. I somehow finessed them into changing the channel at one point. And then that's when they just start talking about football. I was like, okay, it doesn't work. Today is Sunday, so I'm gonna make my way to church. But my aunt said she wanted to go too, so I'm going to go to the 10:30 service because she said she won't be ready until the 10:30. I woke up for the 8:30 service, y'all. It's 7:13. So I've slowed around a little bit more after I got the call from her, but I was in the shower at like 6:13. So if I would have been moving at my normal pace, then I would have been right on time for 8:30. But since she wants to go, I'll go pick her up and we'll go to the 10:30. So since I was up already, I said, well, I'll go ahead and film for today so I don't have to film tomorrow, since I'm already up and I can get that off of my brain. So that's what I'm about to do this morning. I'm about to go ahead and film. Now, normally, y'all, I don't film on Saturdays. I don't film on Sundays. I normally try to film on Mondays, but I had to switch around some videos because I wanted my anniversary podcast episode to come out before the interview that I did with Lexi B. Johnson. And so her video is filmed. And so what I was supposed to be doing tomorrow, I was supposed to be editing that video. But since I wanted to do my anniversary episode instead, I have to record and edit it. I don't like to record and edit on the same day. It pretty much never works for me. And so I was like, okay, that's why I told y'all earlier, I was like, between now and Sunday, I need to film an episode. So Sunday it is. But like I said, I normally don't record on Sundays. I normally try to actually use Sundays as my rest day, even though technically I can count yesterday as my rest day because I didn't do anything. Well, yeah, I didn't do much podcast related as far as sitting down, editing. I didn't do anything. And sometimes on Saturdays, I do edit the vlog that goes up that Saturday. So I did have like a rest day from the podcast, but I did not have a rest day overall. So that's what I'm doing right now, just getting ready for filming, and then we're gonna go to church, and then hopefully after that, it's absolutely nothing planned. Like, I just want to chill out. That's all I want to do, honestly and truly, because I'm tired. Not like physically, just like I just need to rest mentally. You know, chillax, lay down, get into my hobbies, get into my game that I like to play. When I was fasting, I fasted from my game, so I'm ready to get back into it, you know. Right now, I'm just enjoying my cup of coffee, letting my primer dry out. I need to hurry up. I don't know why I'm sitting here lollygagging, because I need to at least leave from my aunt's house at 9:30. It's 7:17, and I at least need an hour and a half to film. So the goal is to start filming by 8. But if I could start filming by 7:45, that would be amazing. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. It's 7:17. So I'm about to go ahead and go. I just wanted to let y'all know what I was doing. I'm about to watch Love is Blind season 5, episode 1, because I haven't started it yet. See what's going on over there, because I can't find anything on YouTube I want to watch, and I don't feel like getting into my comfort shows right now. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I will touch base with y'all a little bit later. I guess when I finish getting dressed for filming, I'll come on here and let y'all see my fits. All right, ciao. Okay, y'all, I have finished getting ready, so now I am about to start recording. It is definitely 8:25, definitely doing horrible on time. Kind of getting worried about filming, but it's time. I probably shouldn't have did so much. Like, if y'all can see, I did my eyeshadow. I need to check my eye anyway. Y'all have seen this shirt before. I was going to wear the conference, but I ended up not wearing it. So it was already, like, you know, ready for me. So I just wore it. So I'm about to start filming. I'm just going to try to get through it. I'm nervous for some reason. Okay. So I'll come back to y'all when I finish. I got to focus, get through this, hopefully within 40 minutes. That's not going to happen. Okay, here we go. We're done, guys. Can y'all see that time? 9:30 right on the head. I'm actually supposed to be leaving at the house right now. Lord have mercy. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I got my episode saved. No technical difficulties, thank God. But I am going to run and put some jeans on real quick, because I'm supposed to leave the house at 9:30. So I'm running a little behind. But I'm finished. I did it. Proud of myself. Oh, let me do this. I feel like it's some kind of fragrance in the room that's making my chest hurt. I don't know what that is. It's bothering me. I know that much. Oh, she got some braid and scalp cleansing rinse. That sounds amazing. But I need to iron my pants. I already know with these pants, every single time. Why is it not focusing? All right, that's going down. You need to relax, okay? All right, y'all. I am in the car, so yes, I'm trying to like hurry up. But it's really early. Okay, but the thing is, y'all know my aunt, she stay almost in Mississippi, and I stay in Alabama. It's like a 40-minute. I mean, sorry. I'm like, it's like a 20-minute drive compared to if I was just going to the church by myself. It'll be like a 8-minute drive. But anyway, while I'm driving, I was led to go ahead and talk about some things that are on my little heart. And if my edges look a mess, if they look crazy, I apologize. I am planning to get them washed this afternoon. There was a lot going on yesterday. Dang, I caught the light again. Shoot. I'll go ahead and turn it off so you guys don't have to hear it the whole time. But anyway, like I said, I got about like a 20-minute drive. So I was led to go ahead and talk with you all. So there's two things. The first one is the elephant in the room. I didn't want to talk about it, but God was like, you're filming. And I'm still like, well, Lord, I just want that to be like a private journey. Do I have to? But we're letting go of perfectionism. in 2020. Well, we're letting go more of perfectionism in this year of 30. Because I've let a lot of it go. I just haven't let a lot of it go. But anyway, the elephant in the room. This is my first time at my physical church. I'll say that. This is my first time physically at my church for the first time in a very long time. A very long time. I don't know if it has been quite a year. I just know it's been a long time since I've physically been in my church. I talked about it before in past. Actually, that last vlog that I did where I went to church and I was telling you guys, how I was just trying to get over it, and now I still would watch the sermons. I still would watch the sermons at my church. I've been to other churches, and I've also watch other churches online. So I don't want y'all to think that me not going to church has meant that the word of God has been void in my life. That's not what it has been. I just haven't physically been going to church. And I don't have time to break down all of that, nor do I want to. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not ready. Once I can eloquently get all of my thoughts out, once I get to the end of it, I can do that for you all. I used to be that person. I was like, I don't want to be that person who just tells people at the end of the journey everything that I've been through. But I feel like I found a great balance to that, to be like, this is what I'm going through, and when I get through it, we can talk about it. A lot of the times you get people, they never say this is what I'm going through. You just like, this is what I've been through. I don't want to be that person, because I know kingdom life is not an easy thing to do. And a lot of people only share their hard times when they get out of it. And that will always make me upset. But as I've gotten older, I do now realize why people will share their hard times after they get out of it. It's because sometimes they don't have the words. Or sometimes they're right in the middle and they're like on the graphs of going backwards or going forward. And that's not always the easy thing to tell. So my medium point to where I realize, okay, I get why people do that, but I still feel like I guess baby Christians are people who need like a stronger faith, or people who just need somebody to relate to. I still feel like they need me. I still feel like not me, but I still feel like they need somebody to be like honest. Hey, I'm going through this, but I'm not ready to talk about it. We'll talk about it when I get through it. So it's something that I'm going through. I'm working through these issues. I don't want to say, I guess I could just say it with the church. And it's so funny because literally I'm studying the book of Acts. And I remember when I was like starting on Acts Bible study and I was going through like my first read of the book as I was in development mode for the book. I remember being like, Lord, this is not the right book for me, okay? This is not it. This is not where I'm at in my life. And I fought that thing because I was like feeling led to go back to church like when I started studying the first time. But here we are. So this is after the Sarah Jakes conference. Absolutely amazing experience. And I had been wanting to get back. I wanted to go back to church in August. I let the enemy get a hold of me. I did. I was just like, well, I'll do it this day. I'll do it this day. Because I do these things in my mind where I say, well, I'm going to go to church every Sunday this month. And so because in my head, I was like, I probably won't be able to go to church after my birthday. Then I automatically said, well, I can't go to church at all this month. I do stuff like that. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop making absolutes, because if I miss one thing, it just makes me get rid of everything. And that's not a good thing. But I'm going to church. I remember one of the things that I wanted to really connect to was what God had been telling me to do with Acts. And in that conference, I still haven't been able to like sit down and really be like, okay, this is everything that I've learned, because I've learned so much. But while I was there, I said, I got to start back going to church. Even if it's not my church, I need to get a church home. And I need to let go of the reasons I'm not going to church. Like I said, I don't have it all eloquently where I can just give y'all everything. But I know some of the reasons I haven't been going to church, and I've talked about some of them before, is my self-esteem issues. Me feeling like I have to be the best version of myself when I walk up in that church. Because I tell y'all, them ladies in my church, they be top tier. And I compare myself. I compare how I look. I compare my faith. And I'm just like, Lord, am I not allowing myself to get into this church because it's challenging me to fix those things? Or am I really having church hurt? You know? And then I also have the aspect, and I have not, I don't even know, God, we're here, so we're going to do it. I had a friend join that church after I joined it. I actually was kind of like I don't want to say lead, I was actually like the person who encouraged her, like, hey, you should go to my church. We started going to church together, all that stuff. We were church buddies. I was the one who facilitated that because I was the member. I was going to church. I was going to church by myself. And when I was going to church by myself, I didn't care at that point if people didn't accept me. I didn't care. But she came into the church. And as we started going to more and more services, I would realize over time, she was starting to know more people. And people would walk up to her and they would speak to her and they wouldn't say anything to me. You know, of course, when she'd be like, oh yeah, this is such and such, they don't speak then, but before then they weren't speaking. And that's when it hit me. That's when it started to bother me. Because before then it didn't bother me. And that's when I felt like, okay, well, I'm not good enough. Like, why is it that they're like so inclined to her, but they're not so inclined to me? Absolutely nothing to do with her and absolutely nothing to do with those people. This is me. And you know, at the time I didn't realize all of this. I'm just feeling like, well, I got church hurt. That's how I'm feeling at the time. So, I let that get at me. I let that get at me so much because I was just like, I came to this church first. Like, I've been here first. And you have all of these opportunities at the church. You have all of these one-on-one relationships at the church. You have all of this at the church, and I have absolutely nothing. What is the point? I feel pointless. And when I feel pointless in situations, I remove myself because I'm not needed, you know? And I really had to work through that. And it would get worse and worse. Like the enemy would just use thing after thing. I remember I was like, okay, I'm going to try to move past this. I'm going to try to get my own community in this church. I'm going to serve. And I said, okay, I'm going to be a usher. I signed up for it. They never called me back, y'all. They never called me back. Because I was serving before the pandemic, but then the team that I served on, they got rid of that team. So I no longer had a team. So it looked like I was just a member who hadn't been serving, but that wasn't true. But they never called me back. And the thing about it is, like, she had signed up to serve kind of like that same way, and they were like calling her back immediately. She was getting in places in that church. It was just like, but now, fast forward years later, I realized because that was her purpose. That's what God intended for her. And it's okay. Everybody can't serve in the same capacity at a church because everybody has different purposes. So maybe I can't dive into that church like she was able to. She was able to give a lot of her life to our church. That's how she was able to make all those connections. That's how she was able to make all those friends. She was always able to serve. But I wasn't always able to do that because I have this ministry. I was putting my heart and my soul into this ministry because I was feeling like I was being obedient. And so this is just me talking, y'all. Maybe I wasn't supposed to make all these connections at the church because connections like that were not going to be necessary in my life. I'm not saying like those people are pointless. I'm just saying like I didn't need to get in good with all these people at the church because I wasn't going to be like this on the ministry person at the church because she ended up being like a part of the teen ministry. I wasn't going to be in that ministry. God needed her to get in that church and to flourish in front of those people so they could see what he had in her for the ministry that she needed to go to. And also her and I have completely different personalities. I'm an introvert, she's an extrovert. So when I come in rooms, I'm not making myself seen. So people probably really don't notice me. A lot of things to work through. And I say to work through because some of those I've acknowledged it, but that doesn't mean I've worked through it, So I see these things. I see how the enemy was using that against me. And I feel like God told me, he said, everybody is not going to serve in the same capacity. So there's going to be somebody who comes in after you. They may come in this year and they're going to be propelled at that. But that's because that's what I needed them to do. I don't need you to be propelled at that church. I just need you to sit in that church and get the word. I just need you to sit in that church so I can do something else. I don't know what it is. But basically, I feel like that's what I've been getting. And so after that conference, I was like, okay, I need to get back in church. And it just so happened that one of the ministers at my church, they did a fast. I talked to you all about the fast. The fast was actually a minister from my church. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this fast. And in that fast, I was just like, Lord, I'm going to go to church Sunday. I just said Sunday. I didn't say I'm going to go to church the whole October. I'm going to go to church all of this. I just said I'm going to go to church Sunday. Help me to not allow the enemy to keep me from going to church Sunday. And y'all, that enemy was on me so heavy Saturday. I had all kinds of excuses. I had all kinds of reasons I didn't need to go to church. But I just could remember that prayer I prayed to God. God, I'm going to go to church Sunday. Don't let the enemy keep me from going to church. And another prayer that I gave to to God is I said, God, show me if this is the church for me or if this church will continue to make me slide into self-esteem issues. And it's not, I don't want to say the church because my pastor is amazing, but it's the best way to describe it. I just was like, show me, is this the place that you want me to build community? And I can't allow God to speak in that position if I don't go to the church. So I'm going to church. I'm going to do it one Sunday at a time. My prayer's going to be the same. KDTC. I feel like I've heard of it. It's very KNDC. That exists already, right? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I haven't even gotten to my second point. I probably won't get to it. But I'm going to take it one day at a time. I'm no longer going to be like, well, I'm going to go to church every single day and every single Sunday in October. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not. Lord, I'm going to go to church Sunday. Lead me and guide me what church I should go to. Speak to me. I just open you. I open my eyes. I open my ears. I open my heart. I open my mind to let you lead me in what you want me to do. And wherever you lead me, I will go. It's where I'm at now. But I need to be intentional about getting up on Sunday morning and going to the place. And I have fought that for a long time because I truly do not think that God is just in the church. He's everywhere. You can have encounters with him on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, wherever you are. But it's something very quintessential about the church. But I don't want to get people so like, well, if you don't go to church, then you're going to hell. If you don't go to church, then this is going to happen to you. I don't think that's it. But I think it's something so extra. I think it's like dessert. I think church is like dessert on top of your kingdom walk. It's just something extra. It's something so good. But like I said, I don't know the journey I'm about to go on. I don't know how this is going to end. But I know today I'm going to church. So that's what we're doing today. And that's a lot of the reason why I usually don't film on Sundays, because I don't want y'all to know I'm not going to church. Because people going to have something to say. But this isn't about people. This is about my life and me getting to that next level of faith and in my relationship with God. Because that's all I care about at this point. I've been talking for 18 minutes. I do not think I'm going to have time to get into the second thing that God has laid upon my heart. Maybe when I'm coming back from church, we can talk about it. But I only had time for one. And I didn't know I was going to get that deep in that one because I thought that was going to be like, I haven't gone to church. I'm going to church. Bye. Next subject. But maybe this is what the message of this vlog is supposed to be. I talked about in the podcast episode today that you need to be obedient. If you just get in the place that God needs you to be in, then He can do the rest. And if I just get in the place where God needs me to be at, would get into this church this Sunday, then God will do the rest. He will answer every prayer that I've been asking about this church. He will heal every self-esteem issue that I've been having with this church. He will work it out. He will give me my ram in the bush. I truly believe that. And it's something connected to that church or something connected to me going to church every single Sunday that the enemy does not want me to do, or he would not be fighting me this hard to not go. But we shall see what God does in this year B. Okay? This is one of those things where it's connected to me being the best that I can be. And I'm not going to let the enemy get this battle. There's going to be times where it's really hard, but I'm going to get through it. I'm going to do it. Maybe I just developed a good little plan, y'all. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. I filmed. I already got my episode filmed, y'all. And I'm headed to church. And it's not even 12 o'clock. How amazing is that? Maybe God has just given me a whole routine to make this podcast the best that it can be. I don't know. But I'm just going to get in my position and I'm going to let God do the rest. But with that being said, I just literally pulled up at my cousin's house to pick my aunt up. So I will touch base with y'all after I get out of church. Ciao.